Hey everybody, my name is Dr. JC Dornick and I'm one of the COPE certified health coaches with Take Shape for Life. I want to come to you today and hopefully provide you with something that's going to be of value during the health games and your challenge. And it's something that is a little bit of a personal nature, but I think it's something that we'll all resonate with. And it starts off with the idea that sometimes in order for us to move forward, we kind of have to unlearn some of the things that we've been taught throughout our life. So here's a fun, image, and I'm a big fan of Yoda. Yoda is the ultimate master, right? So anyway, what it says is you must unlearn what you have learned, and that's a famous Yoda, saying. And what I love about that is what it reminds me of is that a lot of the things that we believe are true right now and are using as excuses to hold us back, are they really true, or are they just things that we believe at that moment? So I mentor with some amazing people, and one of them taught me that most of these things that we've been taught that we sometimes are teaching our kids are called your MFTP. And what that stands for is your mother, father, teacher, and preacher. So these are these things that we've been taught our whole life, and we just draw on them in case, at this first sign of trouble. We know that growth takes place outside of the comfort zone. So as soon as we get uncomfortable sometimes, whether it's, your journey to lose weight or commit to the gym or do something outside of your comfort zone, we very often use these concepts. They come in real handy when we need to pull out an excuse of why we can't move forward. So what I mean by unlearning is very often, when I'm being mentored by some of the great minds like Dr. Wayne Anderson, I call him the, America's health coach, and he's the fearless leader of Take Shape for Life. Sometimes I'll get a question asked to me like, is that really true, JC, or is that just what you think right now? Are you just pulling that out? So what I want to show you is something of great, great value. I had the opportunity just quickly to meet with some of these amazing leaders of this movement called Take Shape for Life. And we had the opportunity to be mentored by this amazing mind, a man called Marshall Thurber. And he shared so many different things, but I think the thing that's relevant right now that I want to share with you is this. And first of all, just think about all of the things that you're either afraid of or you use as an excuse, and they really fall into three categories. So what I want to talk to you about is called, is addressing the fact that success comes when we begin to live above the line. So these are the three categories. So basically, if you think about anytime you say, I can't because, or, anything, or fear or anything, it really falls into these three categories. So blame, justify or justification, and shame. So shame would be you saying, I can't because I can't. I'm not good at that. Putting yourself down. Man, we do that all the time. But it doesn't allow us to really live above the line. Or justify. You could say, well, I can't right now. I can't go on program, or I can't lose weight, or I can't commit to the gym, or I can't quit smoking right now because it's not a good time. That's why. I'll do it another day, but now's not a good time, right? And then the other one would be blame. Sometimes, when we ask a man, say, well, why can't you do it right now? And then he'll say, well, it's my wife's fault. You don't understand what's going on at home. My kids are killing me, or something like that. Or you might even place blame on the program and say, oh, I don't like that program. That's not right for me. So if you think about it, that's kind of the three categories where everything falls, and we draw our excuses, which we've been taught our whole life. Our mother, father, teacher, and preacher taught us these things. And we draw upon those excuses to give us an out, right? And it's an out that is going to take us away and remove the forward motion of us getting what we know we really want, which is to create health and live happier and healthier and make more money and all that stuff. So what I want to show you is the idea of living above the line, because those things prevent us from living above the line. So today, in your journey, I want you to try to address where you fit in below the line. What are you saying? What are you thinking that's making you stay below the line? And more importantly, preventing you from taking responsibility. So a great analogy of what that means is I can wake up in the morning. I'm a single father, and I have two beautiful little children. And if I wake up and I have fear, I have anxiety or doubt or anything like that, I get out of bed anyway because I've taken responsibility as a father to get them ready for school and do all those things. So it's not that these things, shame, justification, and blame, or fear, excuses, they don't go away, but taking responsibility and living above the line means I'm going to do it anyway. So how can you put yourself in that position? Well, by deciding what you want, speaking to your free health coach and team leader in your health challenge about not only what you want, but how it's so important and why and how it fits into the things that matter most. Create value, because that value and that strong understanding of why you want something, what it's going to do is it's going to give you the strength and courage to live above the line and take responsibility. So are you taking responsibility for your health and how that affects everybody else, or are you living below the line? You don't have to live below the line. And the structure of this challenge and the programs and the support that you have is there to help you live above the line. And that's where success is eminent. So I hope you enjoyed this. And my name is Dr. J.C. Dornick, COPE Certified Health Coach with Take Shape for Life. And that's all. Have a wonderful day.